Друзья, мы возвращаемся. Let's go.
You can find everything and anything.
Дел.
No time to lose.
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's report. What do you mean? The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation it's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue while they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might...
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma. Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that? The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards. All right. First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
Let's find some Yoimiyo. Yeah.
No time to lose.
Oh.
Yep.
Yoimiya! We need an extra-large firework. The super-duper big kind. Extra-large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped-up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet.
May as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya.
Let's go. Сейчас опять будет. Run! Forest, run! Не? О, круто. Меня не увидели. Let's go.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue.
Let's play!
Stop! I have.
Ай! А, ну тут все замечательно.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Mustn't let anything happen to the statue.
Kamisator, let's go.
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sa-
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole... Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiai was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scene. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiai. I trust you will have a plan for the next. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shoguns.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for our meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Так, сначала надо выйти, да, получается?
Lady Guji, here I am.
as promised. Rest assured I came here alone.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past—
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of— So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our—
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or what about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to—
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared at—
So, the Tenryo Commission. They are deliberately deceiving—
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision—
This is a letter from the Tenryo Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this as—
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all— How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryo rebellion is successfully underway. Yep. Let's catch up with—
Hold on, traveler. There's something else.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god. You must find a way to recreate this. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows?
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
Так, друзья, поскольку там, скорее всего, может быть, придется и биться с ней, хотя кто знает, мы поставим
Understood.
геопарочку нашу,
A walk
чтобы
would be
Нингуан
nice.
нормально там наваливала, когда нам обилки отключат. Если что.
You want—
Если что. Далеко. Что это у нас? Хуякаки-ики. О, дядя, да, это мы будем делать тоже. Let's go.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately— Good.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Your life is mine. Give up.
Out of formation! Soldiers, quick! I must. Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
I'm going in!
This is order. Who goes there? Gather! Get them! I must draw. Don't hold back.
О, сейчас, секундочку.
No turning back!
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How?
Master,
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters?
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo...
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes,
He just came right up.
the diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was for too long the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans, so... When the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation, and it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to it.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time?
Betrayal? How can you, the Fatui, may think they are using me? But the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall after all. None can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi!
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior. Especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of... But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he...
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know but I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if she thinks she's
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that again! Alright then, let's do...
Ready for a rehearsal? Here we go.
Да что ж такое? Вау. Госпожа Кюнцесара.
What's going on?
Let's.
Gonna be epic.
Okay. Сейчас немножко чайку долью, потому что мне во время боя может захочется горло смочить. Let's go.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front... I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I...
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be billed. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun. Do correct me. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold it. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That you stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest. I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and...
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where you are aware that the loser must die.
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance. A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Stabilize. Order
Give up.
nothing. Your life is mine.
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler.
Нету фишечек, давай. Только Беннет.
Let's light it up.
The pale flame smolders.
Тут больше пиро раскладов надо. Я просто думал, буду биться с бал. А здесь как бы йоу. Ха-ха-ха, пиро. Бабочки, let's go. Тлеющая алая ведьма.
Adventure time. Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated. Immolation, a cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Немножечко от своего дружбана получи. Окей. Окей. Это что?
Don't waste my time. It's nothing.
Как раз вот Беннет промахнулся, очень в тему. Давай.
Don't waste my time. So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
Грязные крысы. Ай-яй-яй. Не перевели. Хераси.
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
Сеньора мертва. Нифига себе. А все хотели этого перса.
One strike from the Shogun and now Senyora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the noses? headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro-zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Ай! А теперь, блин! У меня нету нингуан, у меня вообще нету автоатакеров.
So we meet again.
Блин, серьезно. Можно поговорить?
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have... Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of... Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on... Traveler, your existence is unique and there seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it so, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions.
What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy it.
Блин, ну что за фигня? Ну почему? А,
Your
все.
arrival has brought a deafening static.
Все. Я думал, что я там поменял команду. Я думал, что я поменял команду.
Solidify. This is order.
Give up.
This
Don't
ends
waste
now.
my time.
Strike dead. Evasion is futile. Inferior.
Brace yourself.
I will
This is
mold you
gonna
into the
hurt.
foundations of eternity.
Gather.
Inferior.
Let's light it up.
Ай!
Falls on the land of eternity.
Да.
Instabilities will be removed.
Все.
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Оу,
This
щет.
ends now.
We are open.
Жестенько.
No time to lose.
Strike dead.
Нингуанка пала.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
О, привет. Так,
Adventure time.
ребята, это шоу. Кстати, можно что-то сделать? А!
Everybody stand!
Your verdict is decided.
Solidify. Order guide you.
А!
Fleeting shadow. It's nothing.
Submit!
Give up.
А! Let's go!
All desire can be broken.
Что це?
This is getting interesting.
Что-то я не понял. Серьезно. Так, подожди, а чё он выжил? Я не понял. Воскрес? Чайлд воскрес!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
Так, секунду, друзья. Продолжаем.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward, so are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of...
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever.
That would be something of an...
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if...
Miko, retract your words. Never-changing eternity is the promise I made to...
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any... But I have experienced it all. That is...
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you... It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining? You are obviously lonely, and yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your... Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so... This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the...
I... have not...
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect, so it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Seeing you again is a change.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can...
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move...
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very...
As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning.
Прикиньте, казуху бафнуть,
Burning
можно
bright
будет менять
and
стихию. Свапать
For all
во время
eternity.
боя. Он и так типа S-тир. Пацанчик.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yai Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us.
Давай возыщем ее.
Another bad one?
Подожди. Это найсур. Это найсур. И еще одну, пожалуйста.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you...
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for...
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my Still, you did end up victorious. I gather...
Sure feels good to finally thwart the They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on a new...
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to...
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And I've kept it in the Grand Narukam. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celeste. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck...
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is... So, anyway, you still haven't...
It's to thank...
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end. As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the path. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she... Still, there's one other thing on the... Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shogun?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to see. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Вау, то есть это... Ого! Плюс он электро, блин, вот это жесть. Ни хрена себе.
What a crazy...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball...
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Ой-ой-ой, ой-ой-ой.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. So that, in fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to...
To what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then...
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god who...
Wow!
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you described, but if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our...
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight.
I wish you the best of luck. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it...
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where but their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed...
Knowledge is...
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay, then. Oh, Traveler. Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. I see. But that is merely a small... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will...
Protection of the elemental world. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Так что такие дела, друзья.